Some people are so bent on hatred and keeping that hatred alive in their heart that you can't have a rational conversation with them. You can give them facts all you want, but they ignore facts because there's a human condition called pride that our nature doesn't really like being proved wrong. So when you try to point out that they are harboring hatred in their heart and then that they need to let that go because they're believing a lie, for one, human nature comes in, pride steps up and says, I don't want to be wrong, even though there might be a little spark inside there going, okay, you're wrong. But they don't want to admit it because it sucks being wrong. It's humiliating. It doesn't feel very good. But sometimes you have to ask yourself a question. If you are wrong, wouldn't you want to know about it? I mean, seriously, wouldn't you want to know that you are wrong so that you can correct it and live right? That you can live inside of knowing the truth. During the whole past couple days, the whole Charlie Kirk shooting, it's taken a minute to process. I mean, at first, it's just another occurrence online, so you don't really know what's happening until it's confirmed. And then and it's so polarized now. There's really no middle ground. You're either arguing that this is complete injustice and unfathomable that anybody could celebrate a death, a public political assassination, and be happy about it. And people that have hearts and people that have one cell left that has any care whatsoever for human existence. They wonder how people can be so heartless and cold, and then you dig into listening to what their argument is. And they have convinced themselves so deeply, and what I said at the beginning of the video, they have such a depth of hatred in their heart. But the posts that they make and the reasoning behind why they are so cold and heartless to this event is because they are fed, they're force-fed, fabricated little snippets of an entire message. If a message is 1 hour long, they see these 2 or 3 second or very short snippets that cherry pick out of the whole message. They take it out of context, and then they tell you what to think. They say, this is racist, and then they post a little snippet, take it out of context. Then they say he's a fascist and take a little snippet and take it out of context. And they have like 3 or 4 different little snippets that paint a picture that isn't even close to being true, because I've watched all these videos that they're posting and there's no evidence. There's absolutely no evidence. If you watch these videos open-mindedly and try to find actual evidence that proves that supports their claim, it's not there. So there are people that want to believe. They want to fight for a cause, even if it's wrong, even if it's dead wrong and it's a lie. They will not let go of that anger and that hatred. And you cannot reason with that. You cannot reason with somebody that is so bent on hatred. And the sad thing is they're human souls. They're other human souls. They're human beings with feelings and emotions, and they just want to love and be loved and hang out with family and do fun things. That's the sad part. The sad part of this deception is good people being deceived. But what feeds the fire is that the people on the other side of the fence call these people names. Like, oh, you're just an idiot for believing that, and which digs their heels in even deeper, which makes them hate even deeper. So they hurl names back, and this whole thing is out of control of you leftist libtards, or you fascist commie or dictators, and the name calling has to stop. This disunity, this hatred for human beings needs to stop. The extreme leftist ideologies are pushing out, almost like they're manufacturing people that are looking to hate. And the extreme right are fabricating I don't know, I could probably talk forever, but it looks like it's been over 7, almost 8 minutes now. My main point is, if you are one of those people that are hanging on to hatred, and I don't care what side of the fence you're on, I've never been a political person. But all this political stuff is not political anymore. It's personal. And it's seeping into our homes, and it's killing our children. It's killing our citizens over lies. Whether this was a professional hit job or some crazy lunatic in the crowd, doesn't matter. The fact that somebody was deranged enough to take somebody's life because they didn't agree with them, and people are celebrating this. The same people, mind you, that are screaming free speech, as long as it only applies to them. They're screaming diversity, unless they don't agree with somebody else's diversity. They want peace and love and tolerance, while they display intolerance. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, this has to stop. If you have hate in your heart for anybody, for the other party that you don't belong to, stop. That's what they want. They want us divided so that they can control. And as soon as everybody gets that, as soon as everybody realizes that, and I know my words aren't going to resonate with a lot of people, because when you first hear anything that even points, that even hints at you being wrong, you fight against it. That's just human nature. But do yourself a favor. Before you hit the share button on social media, before you believe a post or anything that's posted or anything on the news media for that matter, don't believe it. Do not believe any word that comes out of anybody's mouth inside of the mainstream media. It's all lies. It is all designed to get you against the other party, and it doesn't matter which party you're in. Anyways, I guess that's my rant. If you're still here, thank you for listening. If you want to hear more, subscribe, share, make a comment, like it. But this is basically what this channel's about. What I'm about is to spread peace, to unify both parties, to get everybody to see eye to eye. Love you.